distinguished career on Saturday Night Live, and then divine inspiration hit you in the form of A Night at the Roxbury. Thank you. What was that like? You and Chris Kattan together, moving your heads endlessly back and forth. It's funny, these guys would ask me, hey, what was that like, working on A Night at the Roxbury? What was that experience? Go ahead. Yes. I would honestly say, I can't express to you in words what it was like. I mean, you know, it's kind of like they talk about how astronauts who have been in space or walked on the moon a lot of times become alcoholics because they come back to Earth and there's just nothing can equate. And that's kind of what that was like. The French refer to it as le pied en chanteur, which is don't look me directly in the eye. The Righteous Brothers. What about them? Tell us. That my dad played with them? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Lee Ferrell.
Lee Ferrell, yeah. He played with them. I don't know.
Still plays with them.
Still does. Amazing. And now director Todd Phillips. Let me ask you this. How did you settle on this cast?
That's a great question, James. The casting of this movie, I think, was crucial, as is with most comedies. They're about 80% casting. And for me, it was really finding three funny guys that all come from a different place comedically. I think Will comes from a very innocent, why is this happening to me, kind of put upon place. And Luke kind of has a very dry sense of humor. And Vince has a very acerbic, venomous tongue. And I think you take those three styles of comedy and you put them together, and I think it really worked in the movie.
Yeah. I would have said that too. Luke?
Yes?
When first approached by Todd, you were quoted as saying, sure, I'd love to do that movie as soon as sunshine shines out of my asshole. What did you mean by that?
Well, you're paraphrasing, but...
No. This was taken out of Us magazine.
Oh. Yeah, I did say that,
yes.
But I was kind of kidding, and that was also before I knew that Will and Vince were going to do the movie. But yeah, I was really excited to work with these guys. Will, he was doing Saturday Night Live at the time, and he got a little worn down at times. I mean, I know these guys noticed that, but one day I gave him a suggestion. He said, Fallon, if you open your mouth again, I'm going to knock your teeth out. And I just kind of stepped away.
Give credit to Todd. He knew how to handle those situations. He'd shut down the set. He'd have everyone clear the stage, and he'd make Luke go to one corner and I'd go to the other, and he'd go, just think about it. And a half hour later, we were pretty much ready to go. Will, why are you looking at me like that? I'm sorry, you caught me looking at you. You're just so weird.
In a good way.
Thank you. Can we talk about craft? Is it craft or is it crap? Which is it? Why?
I think it depends on who you're talking to. I mean, I feel that I learn the most from people just by watching them work, but when somebody starts to talk to me about the craft of acting, I tend to tune out.
You are a delight.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. We're very glad to be here, by the way, and we're glad that you responded to the movie the way you did.
Well, when you see a film like Old School, you often look at yourself and your loved ones and your pets and where you live, and you wonder why. Why? Will Ferrell, Hank the Tank. It's actually Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. You were actually the only member of this trio who actually was in a fraternity. What was that like? Did you draw upon it? Tell me. In 4 words or less.
I mean, that's ridiculous. How am I going to describe it to you in 4 words or less?
You are tough. You've had many acting experiences. All of you have. Some good, some bad. Tell us, what's the difference?
I'm sorry?
What?
Yes? I don't understand.
Sometimes we don't understand, but we really do. Luke,
Yes.
how much money do you make?
I mean, it kind of varies.
Couple bones?
Couple bones here and there.
Here and there. Will Ferrell, I look at you, and I look into the dull, lifeless eyes of a mannequin. Yet, you are powerful. I'd like to wrap things up with a final question here from the great Bernard Pivot of Les Pensées pour J'étais Pensée. I'll throw the questions out. You can all answer them. What's your favorite curse word?
I can say it.
Please.
Damn.
Luke.
Bull.
Will. Cunt. Todd.
Crap.
Actually, can I change mine? Horror cunt. Whore cunt. If heaven exists,
Yeah.
what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Thanks for showing up. Or
Todd.
No, I guess I'd like him to tell me that Old School was still #1 at the box office.
If there was a box office number for fun,
Yeah.
it was #1. Gentlemen, I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
I give to you Vince Vaughn,
Thank you.
Luke Wilson,
Thank you.
Will Ferrell, thank you, Todd Phillips. Old School.
Thank you.